Hit that like button on the way in.
Nah, what's really crazy is y'all really still sleep. That's what's crazy. That's what's crazy. But it's all good though. I'll be your wake up call. Yeah. Yeah. Time to flip the pillow back over to the cool side. Yeah. Feel me? I kinda like when they sleep on me though. That's why they call me Freddy. Let's get it. You had me sleeping on the fact that I was really like that. But it wasn't a deep sleep, it was a really light nap. I finally woke up and we broke up, shit be illy like that. It's kinda hard to play Jermaine when you really Mike Jack. I might have tapped a couple times, but we ain't really like that. And you look good in that white dress, but I can't really wipe that. You had me looking at your exes like you really like that. Oh yeah, I'm not your cup of tea, I'm a tequila nightcap. I gave it to you straight. I was trying to give you love, you gave into the hate. I came through after the club and gave it to you late. That time you was in a bind, I gave it to you Nate. Y'all know it come with it, and I can't send you whole shit, y'all gotta come get it. Y'all gotta meet me at the studio and come spit it. My Benz got the AMG, I gotta come kid it. My Yankee 7 1/4, I'ma come fit it. Yeah, that's my fave cap, John Stanton grave cap. It was SF to the death until they wave cap. Honestly, a nigga ain't forget, but I forgave cap. These hoes that had your head spinning like a wave cap. Had to screenshot all the lies, had to save cap. That I won't never tell no one is to the grave cap. I'm a bad bitch, but money made me behave, cap. They'll still turn to the side, Flavor Flav cap. Shorty fail a test every time with a grade cap, but she get an A for the head like a Braves cap. Guess niggas thought I was snoozing cause I'm laid back. Now I'm at they necks like I'm Club Shay Shay Cat. And I don't know why lies lie, why they say they fly as I. Niggas ain't been fly this long, this is that in Why Dubai. Who decides war, rough riders, nigga ride or die. Black Ricky's got me watching red cars driving by. Rick ain't see them guys behind, gotta keep my eyes on mine. I get up and chase my dreams, every day is rise and grind. I be in New Zealand at the tower, hit the sky to dine. Both had the salmon with a salad, I had fries with mine. One day in Auckland, next day in Melbourne. Juicy Fest, Louis V, then back to the hotel form. Staying at the W, L's don't get dwelled on. Dinner time at Noble, Burn City, Melbourne. Looking like they falling off, it's looking like I held on. Turning that V12 on, it's turning the females on. This'll make a cool shorty, wet like a pool party. Moving like I'm Aquaman, it's the aqua blue body. I said it's a cool party, YG said a boo party. Haters never close their mouth, pillow full of drool probably. But this whip matching the drip matching the strip. I'm a sick nigga and she tryna risk catching this shit. The ass poking out and her shit matching her hips. Or else she gotta go, can't miss matching this bitch. And some don't know no better, they just ratchet as shit. They be so busy tripping, they miss catching the trip. I told her, don't snooze and miss the moment. You with a winner now, don't lose like my opponents. It sex you back to sleep like I use some melatonin. Then that's word to Chris Brown, it's deuces in the morning. I'm gone.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Shout out to everybody in the building. Yo, dumb boys, let me see if you hear me loud and clear. Let these people come out the bushes. My man Big Ike is in the building. I see you, beloved. Salute. Give some people some time to come in. I'm gonna get to some content today. I got something for y'all. Can you dig it? Let me know if y'all hear me crystal clear by putting the dice cubes up. You know, we got my man Dick Dunbar's, Big Ike up in the building. We got some other people in the background. Come on out and say hello. Come on out and say hello. Shout out to Team Guardian / Team Yardian. Shout out to the official Team Guardian members, man. To all the official people in the world, remember, loyalty is royalty, man. Loyalty brings forth royalty. I know a lot of people today are bamboozled and they're confused because of a lot of the things that they are lured, that they're attracted to. Watch your attractions, y'all. I'm telling you, the things that you are attracted to will destroy you. Not all of them. But some of the things that you really, really, really feel as though you want to be a part of or you got to have will fuck around and destroy you, man. Will destroy you, especially on YouTube. Of course, you got to look at it in the world, but especially on YouTube. Shout out to the official people on YouTube with moral and value. Shout out to the brothers that don't be moved and swayed by, like they say, Belle Biv DeVoe, a pretty butt and a smile, or a flat butt and an ugly face. Or a flat butt and an ugly face. Or a liposuction body because they fat and they insecure. A lot of y'all are in love with fat people behind these avatars. No knocking, no disrespecting the fat people, but I'm talking about y'all in love with some fat, miserable people. At least the fat people I love is cool with theyself. Ain't nothing with a big girl that'll make your toes curl. Ain't that right, Dunballs? Ain't nothing wrong with a big girl that'll make your toes curl. Ain't nothing wrong with a big boy lady to give y'all joy. Ain't nothing wrong with a big girl that'll make your toes curl. Ain't nothing wrong with a big boy that'll make you give your ladies joy. You hear me? Y'all seen Forrest Whitaker. You seen Forrest Whitaker in Rage in Harlem. You see what he did to Robin Gibbons. You see what he did to Robin Gibbons. She said she ain't never been made love to like the hand of a what? A preacher's man, son. Holy smokes, Batman. Loyalty brings forth royalty, y'all. Royalty. I'm talking about the royalty that comes in the end. You may not be able to see it. Shit, sometimes royalty that's deserved to you, you won't even know that it's in the makes for you, but it's waiting. But it's waiting, y'all. I'm going to keep it funky with you. It's waiting. But see, God is not going to show you. Allah is not going to show you the reward of your hearts until you show him the devotions of your actions. By your actions shows the Most High your devotion to him or her. People in love with women. People in love with men. People in love with the fact that a woman will smile at them. Hey, how you doing? Some dudes in love with the fact that that woman would go, hey, how you doing? Speak to them and holler at them all in these chats, but in real life would never even fuck with you. I see you dudes in these chats hollering at these women and putting up these hearts and these emojis and all this shit, and y'all don't even know these women. Y'all niggas is sad, man. You dudes are the ones that's empowering these people that's already going through so much trauma. Let me explain something to you. There's nobody in this sector watching on a platform or even in the cut that has not been through some horrific shit in their life. Some type of trauma. Because there ain't nothing normal about this motherfucking sector, y'all. Ain't nothing normal about this sector. I'm listening to a lot of people switch up my words in y'all lives now. I respect that. From day one, I've been telling y'all to do what? Share great content. From day one, I've been telling y'all to encourage people. From day one, I've been telling y'all just live and let live. From day one, I've been trying to tell y'all stop being so fucking nosy. And I've been saying this from day one. Some of y'all just need to shut the fuck up and mind y'all business, y'all. That's all you need to do. All you got to do is shut the fuck up, mind your business. You don't have to talk about everything that's done or everything that's seen. But, you know, like they say on YouTube, if you show it on YouTube, that's content. No. If you speak about everything that you see on YouTube, that makes you a bitch-ass person, male or female. It's not your right to just say because somebody went through something with somebody, you want to talk about it on your platform. It's not your right for you to insert yourself in somebody's problems that you're fueling. Always a queen, I see you in the building. It's not our right. That's signs of what I'm going to do this show about today. Narcissist. Narcissist. Remember, I didn't even know about the word narcissist till last year, y'all. There's a bunch of narcissists in this world, especially on YouTube. These people don't care about your well-being. Not all of them do. Out of every 10 people, it's only 2 people that really want you to win nowadays. When we was coming up, always a queen, at least out of every 10, 7 to 8 wanted you to win. It was 2 haters. Now it's totally backwards. It's 2 that want you to win and 8 haters. You see the obstacles now we're dealing with? It's hard to trust somebody. You don't know who's your friends these days. That's why I tell people, don't be my friend. Shit, don't even be my brother. If you really want to get me interested in you, tell me you love and you're friends with God. See, because once you're friends with God, that means your heart has been pierced with some real deep love. And you can say that, you can advocate that out your mouth. I love God. Ain't too many people really can say that so adamantly. I love God. I love Allah. Alhamdulillah. Bismillah. People scared to say they love God. Shit, people scared to tell a woman they love them. Women, you scared to tell your man you love them. Matter of fact, when the last time y'all told your children you love them? This episode I'm going to do today, shout out to 050 China Brim in the building. This episode I'm going to do today, I want y'all to pay attention to this, man. I want y'all to pay attention to this for YouTube. I want you to pay attention for this in your real life. I want you to see me, I'm not going to give you my opinion or something. I'm going to give you the experts' opinions. We're going to talk about narcissists. We're going to talk about narcissism. My sister in the building, Danny Lux, I see you, girl. See, I'm here to teach y'all, man. I'm really here to give y'all some work. Great live earlier too, China. Great live. Great live. See, you know what? A lot of y'all is dead. China said it too. A lot of y'all is dead. A lot of your platforms is dead. Y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. And I've been praying so long that y'all stop emulating China's style in a respectable way. Now y'all can't even emulate his style because he done switched it up on y'all. He done switched it up on you. Now he on his Brooklyn shit. You don't know what China gonna do. That nigga China said, we ain't even accepting no more trolls over here at the 050 no more. That nigga put the gun in my hand. I'm clapping everything. Shout out to Cola James. She's shooting too. That's the #1 shooter over there. Like he said, that shit is sucker shit y'all doing. I'm keeping up on my content. Shout out to everybody that came yesterday. 21 days yesterday, y'all. I formed my habit. 21 days yesterday, I formed my habit. They say it takes 21 days to form a habit, whether it's good or bad. Yesterday made my 21 days, and goddamn it, this is day number 22, and I got some great content for y'all again. It feels good not to be in nobody's comments. It feels good not to be in nobody's bullshit. It feels good not to even be worrying about if niggas is talking about this and that, because now I don't have nothing to do with it. If you ain't hear me say you in 21 days that I'm caring about nothing you're doing, you know I don't care. And I done had a bunch of attempts. Shout out to the people that tried to get me off my groove, that tried to break my habit. You can't do that fucking with me. I'm Sharon McLeod, son, and I'm from Brooklyn. Shout out to all the official ones. We about to get into this work.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough, but he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy, when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading they clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, hi from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, there was a nigga that was tough, but he still told.
Shout it out to everybody in the building. I got a great show for y'all tonight. We're going to be talking about narcissism. I'm going to drop that link and all that. We got my man Hank McCoy. He just pulled up in the building. Y'all see I got the OG hat on today. Ain't I supposed to teach? Each one teach one. Each one teach one. And Math Hopper, you did bad. China had you in the chat. He told you to pull up on the link. I want to see you on 050. I want to see that. Shout out to Champ. I want to see that. China told y'all to pull up, but y'all ain't pull up. But I'm off that. And matter of fact, since I'm on my motherfucking China shit, man, shout out to motherfucking CB for giving us all our fire ass intros, man. Fuck that. I'm on my China shit today, nigga. I'm on some Glico shit. Glico! Shout out to 050 China Brim. I got a great one for y'all tonight. I'm going to drop the link if anybody want to pull up and get into this. I heard about this word a year ago. It's called narcissist. People with narcissist behaviors and tendencies. I see a lot of it on YouTube. I've been pulled into the narcissistic behavior on YouTube. I've been called the narcissist on YouTube. I didn't even know what the shit meant. Keep it funky with you. But when I did the research on it, certain things that I checked up, I can't be a narcissist because I take accountability. And if I did something wrong, I will sincerely apologize for it. If I don't fuck with it, I'm not apologizing. Simple and plain. That's even upon death. It's Shallah. I don't give a fuck. You gonna have to kill me. So what? At least you didn't kill my spirit. I got that from Gandhi. I don't care. You're not going to make me apologize and say I'm wrong for something that I'm not wrong for. Even if you got to kill me, you never killed my spirit and my will. Before you killed me, you may have beat me, you may have shot me, you may have pistol whipped me, you may have starved me, but you never got me to say, I'm sorry and I was wrong. So my will is still mine. My will is still mine. My will is still mine. And goddamn it, that's all I got. But I think I got a good one for y'all tonight. Dumb Bars is in the building. I think I got a good one for y'all tonight. Yo, Danny, I got one for you now. I need you to pay attention to this, Danny, because Danny always got to kill somebody. But I don't like seeing Danny like that. But then again, tell you the truth, I can't even say I don't like seeing Danny when she go crazy because Danny just got that good spirit. Because Danny heart, even though Danny go crazy, I still see her heart. So that don't really... You know how some people that don't have the ability to know somebody's heart and then they see the bad in the person? Danny, one of the nicest people I've ever seen, man. One of the nicest people on YouTube, man. Remember, I voted for her. First year, YouTuber Awards, #1 female, I said Danny Lux. I kept typing it in the chat. Go to the chat. Danny Lux, 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 Danny Lux. And then I thought about it. I said Eve was doing a little rumbling and stuff like that, so I had to be fair. I said Eve James, but then I got back to my Danny Lux, Danny Lux, Danny Lux, because Danny that bitch. That's my sister that I never had. Danny is really that bitch, man. God damn it, Danny is really that bitch. I ain't talking about no YouTube shit. You see, Danny did some shit to let me know how impeccable and how rare she was a couple of months ago. You see, sometimes people go through things with people, and then in the background, they'll be like, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Them the motherfuckers you better watch. Them niggas don't give a fuck about you. The real people, then pops this motherfucker, she pops up in my goddamn chat. God damn it, Dice. I'm sorry, motherfucker. I fucked up. You see, because people like myself and Danny and the great people that be over here holding us down, if we make a mistake, of course I'm going to apologize, man. I do that shit. If I made a mistake, y'all, I apologize in front of everybody, right here on YouTube and everything. But if I didn't make no mistake and I know what I'm talking about, I'm never going to change my conviction. I'm never going to change my conviction. So if that much y'all want to know about me, remember that and understand, if you hear me saying something consistently and I do not switch up how I feel about that situation, y'all, that shit is platinum. That shit is platinum. I don't care what you may think you see or what you think you're seeing. It's all a lie. When I stand on my platinum shit, I'm on my platinum shit. Shout out to Platinum Shine. Platinum is one of the most purest and lightest materials ever in the world, but has the highest value. Ain't that some shit? We're going to get into this tonight about toxicity. I'm going to give you 3 different phrases to talk about. We're going to talk about the 10 toxic tactics for you to identify out of a female. The doctor that did this show, I'm going to let you hear in her words why she decided not to really speak about the situation pertaining to men, because she said, clinically proven, scientifically proven, females have a tendency to manipulate men faster than men have a tendency to manipulate females. Then I'm going to give you 12 phrases. 12 phrases of a female narcissist. And then last but not least, I'm thinking about giving that to y'all first. If y'all think I should give you the 7 ways to tell that your partner is not a narcissist, that's male or female. If y'all want me to give you the 7 ways to tell that your partner is not a narcissist, male or female, put the dice cubes up. If you want me to do that last, I'll do that last. Let y'all get into this new work while I get into this work.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
We got Clarice Bradley up in the building. I don't know if I said what's up to Always the Queen earlier. Did I? You know I be bugging sometimes, y'all. Shout out to Always the Queen. She in the building too. But you know what? That's right. That makes more sense. That makes more sense. To start out with the 7 ways to let y'all know that your partner is not a narcissist. And let's get into this work, y'all. Fair YouTube usage. You know how we do it. We get into it like a Buick. Let's get back to content, y'all. And shout out to Miss Lisa LeBlanc. Go subscribe to her, man. This chick right here got some things to say, y'all. Let's go.
Hard to detect. I'm Lisa Blah, and in this video, I will give you 7 clues that your partner does not have narcissistic personality disorder. When it's a person with NPD, it is virtually impossible to have a healthy relationship. At the end of this video, I will give you some quick and easy experiments to test your partner to see their, if they have high levels of narcissism. But this content, of course, is for informational purposes only and obviously not intended to be used as a diagnostic tool. Number 1, if you can discuss relationship issues and problems rationally with your partner most of the time, then you are probably not with a narcissist. Now, in any relationship, there will be fights or times when things get emotional, heated, and sometimes nasty things are said. But usually, most of the time, you can talk to your partner about things that are bothering you and vice versa without them shutting down, getting defensive, attacking, or stonewalling you. With a narcissist, you don't feel safe talking to them other than maybe in the very beginning of the relationship.
Hello, Moto.
Number 2, if your partner can acknowledge when they do something wrong and they can authentically apologize to you, they can take personal accountability for their behavior and express genuine guilt and regret, they can take measures to correct their behavior without you demanding or directing them to, then they're not highly narcissistic. Again, your partner may not always be willing to take responsibility, but a narcissist will never truly take responsibility or express guilt.
Now you pay attention to that? 2 things right there to the men and women. If you can talk to your person that you're dealing with, super, I see you, without it being a crazy conversation. If you can sit down and talk to them and be like, yo, right now, I just need to talk to you about this shit that's really bothering me. This is grown folks. This is how adults act. You know how sometimes people, I don't want to talk about that shit. You always complain to me and all that. That's a sign you might have to look out for, ladies. For my mans. For the ladies, yo, I don't want to talk about that bullshit. Why you always complaining in my ear? Ladies, that might be a sign that you need to look out for. But opposed to that, if you got somebody that's on some, yo, what's bothering you, mom? Matter of fact, let me roll up for a minute. Hold up. Give me a second. I'm not even going to disregard what you're saying to me. But I know it's going to be a heavy conversation. So can I get 5 to 10 minutes? What you need 5 to 10 minutes for? If I can fix me a little drink, Roll up a little bag of that lemon cherry. Light a candle or something like that. Say a little prayer. Let's get our shit together because we can't go into this aggravated. Because if we go into a conversation aggravated, we fucked up. But if something got you a little upset, it's got you a little razzle dazzle, and vice versa, fellas. If something is bothering you, you want that same reception when it comes to the person that you care about. Ladies, a lot of times we want to talk to you, but the reason why we don't talk to you because in fear of the way that you're going to react. All right, I'm going to tell you what your man be wanting to say to you sometimes. Fuck it. Sometimes we don't want you to run your motherfucking mouth. We just want you to shut the fuck up and listen. Even if we're making the most dumbest, ignorant point, we need you to shut the fuck up. Even if we fucked up, you can't tell us we fucked up. A man knows he's fucked up after he talked too much. Then it don't make no sense. See, because if you're trying to convince a bunch of dumb people that what you're saying is making sense, it's going to make sense. But if it don't make no sense to you, that's when you feel like a jackass. So ladies, just give your man a chance. Walaikum salam, Big James. I see you in the building. Communication. If you can communicate with your loved one, that means you might have a good one. Then the person they saying, this is not a sign because if a person says to you, yo, you know what? I did fuck up. I was caught up in my feelings. Pardon me. That's somebody that's taking accountability. As opposed to somebody saying, yo, you always trying to do something to me. I don't be bothering nobody. Every time I turn around, this is what you want to say to me. Man, I'm tired of this nonsense. That's a person that seems like narcissistic behavior. Let's get into some work for a minute, y'all. Smash the like button. This is where the grown folks hang out. Let's go.
Even when they're caught red-handed. They may put on a show for you or express shame, but if you listen, they don't.
Pay attention. She said they will never express guilt. meaning taking accountability, but they will express shame. Shame and guilt is two different definitions. Guilt is when you feel fucked up for something that you did and you're trying to pay attention or you might try to rectify. When it's shame, that means you're upset because you acknowledge that somebody caught you in that bullshit that you was trying to run to them. Can we go? Can we get into this work? Is we working, y'all? If you feel as though I'm working, let me get a couple of them dice cubes. You did? Let's go.
But a narcissist will never truly take responsibility or express guilt, even when they're caught red-handed. They may put on a show for you or express shame, but if you listen, they don't really feel bad about hurting you. They feel bad about getting caught or about how this might affect them. Number 3, if your partner shows humility and wants to learn from you or from others, they listen to feedback without overreacting, and they're willing to accept that maybe you know a thing or two based on your life experiences, then they're not likely a narcissist. A narcissist wants to be the teacher and place themselves above you. In the beginning, a covert narcissist may pretend to want to learn from you, but soon they will have none of your wisdom. Number 4, if your partner is genuinely concerned about what you want and need, and this can be as simple as wanting your input on decisions like what movie to watch, where to go for dinner, those kind of things, then they're probably not that highly narcissistic. Number 5, if your partner supports you and are genuinely happy for you when you are succeeding and in the spotlight, they're probably not a narcissist. But this one has an exception, because if what you're doing makes them look good and you are not viewed as any sort of competition, they can be your biggest cheerleader, especially the grandiose narcissist. They may brag about you and use you almost as a shiny trophy that they've won.
Wow.
Number 6, if your partner is consistent, they keep their promises, their actions match their words, they are emotionally stable, then they're not likely a narcissist. Now, keep in mind that the grandiose narcissists are often much more emotionally stable than the covert narcissist, but they are prone to hostility, restlessness, especially if they're not getting what they want. A grandiose narcissist will get extremely rude, impatient, and hostile if they can't get their needs met immediately. They want to be treated like a celebrity, and they'll lose their cool if they can't get the table they want or an upgrade at the airport or just anything. Number 7, if your partner speaks highly of your friends and family and rarely belittles or demeans people, they're probably not a narcissist, because a narcissist will view almost anyone as competition, especially if they have something they value, and that can be success, intelligence, beauty, and any compliment.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I don't know if she's Canadian. I got the speed up a little bit, super. But did you hear what she just said? A narcissist. Y'all heard that? Always a queen. You paying attention? Hank, you in here? They said a narcissist can be upset with you for a few things. A few things. Pay attention to what she said now.
Narcissist, because a narcissist will view almost anyone as competition, especially if they have something they value, and that can be success, intelligence, beauty, and any compliment the narcissist gives to a competitor will be wrapped in insults. Okay, as promised, here are some experiments you can try to test your partner to see if they are highly narcissistic.
Pay attention, y'all.
Now, again, these are not diagnostic methods and should not be used in isolation, but in addition to the signs and symptoms of NPD that I described in some of my other videos. The best way to detect a narcissist in the beginning of a relationship is simply to slow things down. The narcissist wants to get you under their spell as quickly as possible. They will consume all of your time and energy. They don't want you coming up for air because they don't want you to come to your senses. So pace the relationship, slow it down, pull away slightly. If you're with a narcissist, they may agree verbally to slow things down, but they'll actually speed things up. They'll push harder, call more often, show up unannounced, buy more gifts, or put irresistible offers on the table. Like suddenly they want to take you on an extravagant trip. Don't mistake this perseverance for love.
Boy, let me tell y'all something right now. Always a queen. Let me tell you something right now, godmother. The person that I used to be Yo, Hank, I could tell y'all something right now. I could tell y'all something right now. I could describe something. I could describe people. I could describe people to y'all right now. I'm not talking about myself. I could describe, I could pull up, I could do it. I could pull up videos and describe by example. How people, when they get jealous, what they'll do. How people get jealous and go to the craziest extremes. They want to overtalk you. They don't want you to talk. And continuously, they want you to look at them as they portray themselves to be the victim. But 8 out of 10 times, they're the instigator and the aggressor. Oh, I don't want to talk no more.
But take it as a sign that they will not respect your boundaries. Or if they don't push harder, they may move on and find someone else very quickly. And if they do that, you may be left wondering if you just missed out on the most amazing relationship ever. You didn't. You just dodged a bullet. So if they react harshly, angrily, or even pathetically, or ignore your request to slow things down or discard you, that's a sign that they're toxic. Number 2, tell them about one of your boundaries, any random boundary, and see how quickly they test it. With a narcissist, you'll feel fairly insecure early on. You'll feel the need for more boundaries as the relationship moves forward. Whereas in a healthy relationship, it's the opposite. The more you get to know the person, trust naturally develops over time.
Now you see what she said? Remember back in the days when we was in love as kids, before we had bills and shit like that? Remember that back in the days when our parents was taking care of all the bills? When we had our little allowance, so we got our little bullshit money. Remember when we was in love then? It was unconditional love. There wasn't boundaries set because it wasn't I'm paying these bills or you paying these bills or I have to give you this for you to be around or to make you appear to be in love. Or I don't have to do this to make you feel secure because you're secure with just talking to me on the phone. I'm secure with just looking at a picture you gave me that's bent up of you. Am I telling the truth, y'all? Let's get into this work.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my phone they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture. I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Yeah, the Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, Merrick shit, Tower music, nigga. Go.
Y'all know how we do it. We get to it like a Buick. Listen to what she got to say for the rest of this until we get into this work. You dig? I appreciate you. Smash that like button if it's your first time coming in. Can you dig it? Let's go.
And you feel less of a need to protect yourself. Number 3, if they tend to talk only about themselves, interrupt or cut them off while they're talking and see how they react. I mean, no one likes being cut off mid-sentence, but a narcissist will...
Did y'all hear about that one now? Did that slip past your head? He said, if they always want to be talking, cut them off. Cut them off intentionally. Stop them. Motherfucker always run their goddamn mouth. Just stop them. And see how they react to you over that. See if they be like, oh. And understand the fact that they've been yapping and 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 yapping. And maybe somebody just tired of the bullshit that they saying because it's probably evil and negative. Pay attention. Or wait, they just give you a certain look like, damn, or be like, yo, damn, my nigga, you ain't see I was talking? Just disregarding the fact that what they might have wanted to say at that particular time might have been importance. The car was on fire. The house just blew up down. Somebody's kid just died. Their story and their conversation, because they got to have that center of the attraction at all times. Whether they're in the backyard, whether they're in a barbecue, whether they're on a podcast. But they never have this energy alone. It always has to be like a theatrical thing when it comes to a group of people with some type of spectacle, but they never have this energy alone. Very, very strange.
Typically react very harshly to this. They may not say anything, especially if it's the beginning of the relationship, but their body language will speak volumes. Or try telling them a long story about yourself, an experience that you had, and notice their body language. Are they interested? Do their facial expressions match the emotions of your story? Or are they off somewhere else or trying to turn the conversation back to themselves? In the beginning, some narcissists will do a really good job at faking interest in you, but later on in the relationship, they will not be able to fake it. Number 4, another experiment is try giving them a small, gentle, polite critique. Not about anything mean, but just a mention on how they did something imperfectly, like maybe they were a few minutes late. People don't like being criticized, but narcissists hate it. Number 5, ask them about their relationship.
That's like when you tell them like, yo, like, it's like, y'all ain't, yo, let me ask you something. Y'all ain't got that person that you always want to be like, yo, why you always saying some bad shit? Why you always got a negative vibe? Why you always got something wicked to say about somebody? I got people like that around me in my family. I know people like that just in the world. Just always got something negative to say. Don't never got nothing joyous to say about nobody except themselves.
History, and if they tell you about their rocky relationships or tell you that, you're going to regret being with them later, believe them. Don't think that you're special, that you're going to change them, and don't believe that they've changed. If they warn you about how they've been liars, cheaters, how they've manipulated or deceived or controlled or were jealous, trust them. Now, again, these signs and experiments do not prove that someone is a narcissist. But if you're watching this and feeling the need to conduct these experiments, take it as a huge red flag. Again, it's your intuition telling you something is wrong, and trust yourself. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my channel and check out some of my other videos on narcissistic personality disorder.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Swiss baby, careful with this. I mean this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like high from who? Bound to put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The street said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher than he still told.
Yo, you know he pulls up for these type conversations, y'all.
Yo.
You know this nigga pulls up for these type conversations, y'all.
Yo.
We got Wax AP in the building, son.
Team Guardian, what up?
What up, boy?
Easy, nigga. What's the word? Where we at? What we doing?
I'm doing Narcissist, man. And first right there, that was the 7 traits of at least identifying that the person that you with is not a narcissist. You did? I got 2 more parts to it, though. The second part is the 10 toxic traits of a female covert narcissist. The reason why they say covert is because they try to disguise the shit. You dig what I'm saying? And then the last part is the 12 favorite phrases that comes out of a female's narcissist mouth. How you looking? How you feeling about that?
I'm here. I definitely want to hear this.
This is gangster right here. This is grown folks talk.
Yeah.
What up, though, man? Tell me something good, nigga. Every time I go over there, James over there by himself. Where the fuck you be at, man?
Man, I got a lot of shit going on. Shout out to bro, man. I got a lot of shit going on. I've been chilling, man. Bro, been doing a great job. Do I got an echo on here?
Yeah, a little bit in the background. Maybe you got to turn down something.
Let me go out and come back in.
All right, cool. I'm dropping the link again. We got Wax AP up in the building, y'all. Word up. Oh, do me a favor, y'all. Everybody right now, y'all. Damn. I got bad news, y'all. Seriously. I'm not joking right now, y'all. I am not joking. I'm not joking. I need everybody in here to put their prayers together, y'all. I'm talking about if you're watching this in the cut and you don't like me, fuck me. Do me a favor, y'all. Everybody put their prayers together. My brother, he lost his mother this morning. FTC Vice. Shout out to FTC Vice plug. My man lost his mom's today at 2:21, man. And if y'all pay attention yesterday, for some reason, I kept saying the number. Pay attention to the number 220. Pay attention to the time 220. I was seeing 221, but 220 kept coming. Yesterday in the live, I don't know if y'all remember, I said this shit. I was on the phone with my bro earlier. I'm telling y'all, man, everybody put some prayers up for my man. Y'all dig what I'm saying? He lost his moms today. Shout out to FTC Vice, man. Shout out to Mama Vice, man. Word up, man.
And our condolences, bro.
Yeah, man. Like, god damn. But he got it. He's strong. And he called me because he said, yo, Dice, I know you got the situation and how you feel about your mom. So he said, I'm glad that God got people around me that's going to give me the strength I need. His sister popped up. His son moms just came back. Shout out to his son moms. Unfortunately, she just lost her father. She just came back from Jamaica with his 13-year-old son to come back into this horrific news. But you know what? She in a better place. You know what? I had to think about this in the long run. The doctor said that she was trying to really just not have the family worrying because she was in much more pain. Unfortunately, she was suffering from fighting illness with cancer. The 3rd time with chemo, she couldn't really deal with it the way she wanted to, but she went out like a trooper. She went out fighting and she got to see her whole family. They all stood together and said her favorite psalm, which is the 91st Psalm, y'all. So shout out to FTC Vice plug. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Word up. I'm about to get into part 2 of this shit in a minute. Go talk to me, what?
And I said, I think that might be your the echo, because I gonna close everything. Yeah, shout out to FTC.
See, when I hit my mute button, I don't hear you, man.
Yeah, we send our condolences, bro. Our hearts is with you, man. Rest in peace to Mom Deuce, man. And that's sad, bro. You know, like the is you know what I mean, like I just say, man, we send our deepest condolences, bro. Keep your head up, man. I experienced you know, my grandmother and my dad when I was confined during my custodial time. That's just something
Rest in peace.
you can never prepare for. That's something that you can never get used to. You feel what I'm saying? And we all gotta go. You feel what I'm saying? And unfortunately, bro, you know, like that's a touching part of life right there, man. You feel what I'm saying? Like nobody can ever get used to the death like that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's crazy though, man. I mean, when I lost my grandmother and my dad, I lost my grandmother first, May 15th, 2014, while I was locked up. I couldn't even go to her funeral because of, you know, my gang affiliation, my gang level and shit like that. But like, and it's been since 2014. I still ain't learned to deal with that and cope with it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just a part of that the physical aspect, regardless of what was done and what memories left mentally on us. You feel what I'm saying? It's like the physical aspect. We can never get accustomed to that. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's crazy right there. But hold your head, bro, man. You know what I mean? If you need any of us, like, we definitely here though. But you know what I mean, like, I definitely,
Big facts.
yeah, man. You know, like Big Dice is a very a huge asset to certain people, and that's why I be telling Dice, like, we need Dice to be Big Dice at all times. You can't afford to be anybody less than yourself, because people be dependent on you, though. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and that's just where it is, though, bro. But, you know, him picking up the phone and reaching out to you, I think that was a great decision. I know your words was gentle, and you know, I know they made him feel, can't replace that, but it gave him a sense of ease, though. You feel what I'm saying? That he definitely picked up the phone and reached out to you, and you know, I mean, you was able to comprehend, you know, his story, what he was telling you, not only understand it, but, you know, you had a rebuttal from your experience, and hopefully it helped him out, though. But FTC, keep your head up, bro. May mama rest in peace, bro.
Word, he loved over here. He know that, and he's appreciated too. And that's why I say, when Wax and them tell me to stay on my shit, like China, he was in the building early. He might still be. I staying on my shit. We got to get into this shit right here, because fellas, we got to really learn how to catch red flags also. And this is coming from an expert point of view.
Let's go.
Welcome. Today I'm talking about 10 toxic tactics a female covert narcissist uses once, obviously, the love bombing stage is over and the devaluation stage has started. The idealization and devaluation cycle is a pattern of intermittent reinforcement that deeply confuses your mind, your heart, and your soul. It preys on your deepest human needs and desires, as well as on your neurological motivation and reward pathways. So devaluation is a projection and a discharge of negative emotions that the narcissist has towards their true self. They release that on you. They discharge it on you. It's a defense mechanism to keep you or anyone else from getting close or recognizing their discarded and rejected self. And it is also a method of controlling you and keeping you from rejecting them. You'll never leave them because you're too busy trying to prove your worth to them and eventually to yourself, dedicating all of your time, money, energy, and other resources to this puzzle that you're trying to solve.
Go ahead, Wax. I ain't even saying nothing. Talk.
I gotta let her finish. I can't even respond to. I need to hear.
Did you hear that shit, son?
Yeah.
Did you hear that shit?
Yeah, that's deep right there.
And I've been there. Sitting there just trying to prove to somebody, yo, what am I doing so wrong where I can't make you happy, but the world treat me like a king? That's a bad fucking feeling, ladies. That's a hurtful fucking feeling right there, man. I've been there, man. That's a, yo, Wax, the chicks, yo, ladies, excuse my language. It's like the women in the street that don't know you from nothing. You've done nothing for them. You haven't fought their brothers because they was tried to sexually assault them, or whipped on their uncles because they tried to sexually assault them, or checked the stepfathers for trying to disrespect them, or whipping the stepfathers out that was getting high, that was stealing from them. They did none of that. But they'll treat you more like a king off of the reputation and the way that you present yourself in the street. And it seemed like the honor and the red carpet is rolled out more than the person that you with every day. That shit hurt, ladies.
That's a fact.
That shit hurt. That shit hurt. I ain't gonna front. I've been there, man. Y'all say I'm crazy. Let's get to this.
Welcome. Today I'm talking about 10 toxic tactics a female covert narcissist uses once, obviously, the love bombing stage is over and the devaluation stage has started. The idealization and devaluation cycle is a pattern of intermittent reinforcement that deeply confuses your mind, your heart, and your soul. It preys on your deepest human needs and desires, as well as on your neurological motivation and reward pathways. So devaluation is a projection and a discharge of negative emotions that the narcissist has towards their true self. They release that on you. They discharge it on you. It's a defense mechanism to keep you or anyone else from getting close or recognizing their discarded and rejected self. And it is also a method of controlling you and keeping you from rejecting them. You'll never leave them because you're too busy trying to prove your worth to them and eventually to yourself, dedicating all of your time, money, energy, and other resources to this puzzle that you're trying to solve, this quest that you're trying to conquer, and this sense that if you can just prove your worth to her, you will win some grand prize, her unconditional love and approval. But the truth is, you're getting sucked into playing her hopelessly rigged long game that ends with you either being discarded, if you're lucky, or psychologically dominated if you stay in too long. I'm Lisa Blah. I'm a therapist and master life coach practitioner, and in this video, I'm talking about these 10 toxic tactics of the female covert narcissist.
Give me something, nigga. I'm muting up.
I'm in awe right now. I'm in awe right now.
Muting up. I don't even want to hear no goddamn echoes, nigga. I'm muting up. I'm muting up, nigga. Because I did shit because of what I be, I be sitting back thinking about certain stuff that's interesting to me. And I tell people a lot of stuff wax, they think I be joking. The lies that they want to pursue, I don't care about that. But I will tell y'all the truth about shit I've been through that really got me fucked up to this day. But at least I'm trying my best to find out, quote unquote, what I can do to heal through this shit. And I'm dead serious right now.
That's growth, though. That's what it is. It's growth.
We got Yak up in the building. Go ahead, Wax. What the fuck? We gonna press play? Or we wait? We gonna let her rock?
Yeah, let her rock. Yeah.
Say no more. Say no more.
And these are the tactics she uses to dominate and control you. And in time, you will very much become like a little puppy dog, seeking her approval, always trying to please her, giving her everything you've got, and in return, getting the bare minimum. She will likely throw you a bone here and there to keep your hopes up. But in the end, it's a very slippery downward slope. And it's really important for people to recognize the signs of a toxic partner, especially when it involves covert narcissism, because their psychological abuse can be very, very insidious. And narcissists, whether covert, overt, or hybrid, are almost always lacking self-awareness, and they take zero responsibility for their abusive behavior or for their own healing. Now, obviously, there are also toxic and abusive covert male narcissists, but I find there's not enough resources for men who are being psychologically abused, which is why this is the focus of my videos. So
did y'all hear that?
You women.
Did you hear that, Wax?
Yeah, I heard it. I understand.
She said the reason why she's not doing it for men, she said, because straight up and down, y'all fronting. It ain't no bunch of group of men that's using their motherfucking manipulation to outsmart y'all. Y'all doing it towards us. Educational purposes only. Please don't kill us. Fair disclaimer. Do not kill the motherfucking messengers. Fair disclaimer. Fair disclaimer. I'm on mute, Wax. We gonna let her rock out?
Nah, I'm gonna let you rock. I gotta piggyback off you. You the man. You the host. This is crazy though. This right here, because you hear so many women call men a narcissist, and this right here is I think I need, you've been on the ball. Yeah, I think I want to hear the rest of this right here too, though.
I'm trying, son, and the reason why, because that word is coming so popular now, y'all.
Yeah, but you know what though, like a lot of people use words that they don't have the true definition to, or it really isn't defined in their vocabulary. It's just something that they hear that they, you know what I mean, they grab and they want to call people a narcissist without understanding what a true narcissist is.
Talk. Talk, nigga. Talk, nigga. I give your ass 10 seconds, nigga.
Hey,
you ain't exempt, nigga.
Yeah, give me 10 seconds. I might need
that nigga. Yo, you know, we don't play that shit over here, y'all. That nigga got 10 seconds. He up here fumbling, nigga. He fumbling the ball, baby. We got him back in the building. We don't play that shit over here, son. We gonna get to this motherfucking work up here, son. My man Hank said he hate the word narcissist right now, y'all. He said that's why he can't stand on the word. The nigga Yak said, yo, Wax, stop backpedaling, bro. Let that shit out. Don't ride that fence, nigga.
Nah,
Let's go. Smash that like button, y'all.
That's a fact. Smash that like button. You know, I definitely can touch on this. Like, I definitely can touch on this. I guess it's about decision making, Dice. I'd rather just
you gonna let her rock out. I'm gonna let my man. We gonna let him get right, y'all.
Yeah, let her rock.
See, I'm glad Wax pull up. You see, Wax always in the cut, y'all. See, I told y'all this nigga be always in the cut. You see, China popped up the minute I said narcissist.
Yeah, shout out to that.
The gangsters is popping up. Like, hold up, this might be one to talk to. Let's go. Let's let her rock for a little. Hit your mute.
Just a reminder that this content is for informational purposes and it is not intended to replace professional supports or services. And if you like this video, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Okay, so here are 10 toxic tactics of a female covert narcissist in no particular order. Number 1, the female covert narcissist will entrust you with her most vulnerable.
Pay attention to the word covert narcissist, y'all. Yo, Hank, you know you be playing that Grand Theft Auto shit, that GTA shit, running through the woods, killing people. Covert, meaning secret, secretive. Let's go.
Experiences and information. And she'll do this very early on, and she'll talk as though you're the special one. She's never trusted anyone like this before. But after the love bombing stage is over, she will start to act as though she made a big mistake trusting you. She will accuse you of doing things to make her feel insecure and unsafe, not putting her as a priority, not defending her, not keeping her happy and secure like you promised to do. And this negative shift in her will be entirely your fault. And the only way to get the good version of her back, the version that you fell in love with, is to show her and prove to her that you are good enough, that you are worthy of her trust and of her love, and that you can give her what she needs. So the female covert narcissist will be sending you strong, repeated messages through her words and actions that if you want this version of her that you had in the beginning, and if you want the fantasy future that you envisioned with her, you'd better get your shit together and show her that you're the man that you said you'd be. So all the pressure to make this relationship work quickly falls on you. You need to fix yourself. You need to try harder, learn her. And in order to win the long game, she needs to give you some hope. So she throws you a few crumbs here and there. You have a nice time together, a good conversation, sex. You feel like you're getting somewhere, like your efforts are really paying off. But then, boom, some little thing you said or did sets her off. And again, she's disappointed in you, pulling away from you, blaming and rejecting you. Her sweetness turns bitter no matter what you do. But through this pattern of intermittent reinforcement, you are being trained, you're being programmed to believe that you are defective, you're flawed, and you need to figure out what she needs. And if you don't, you're not worthy of her or anyone else for that matter. Number 2, the female covert narcissist is super passive aggressive, and she will create arguments out of thin air by accusing you of.
Put this under your tongue to rise up whenever you want. Today, I will reveal something almost no man knows it exists, and the ones who know never share the secret with anyone.
being negative, being in a bad mood, having a tone, a look, even though you're 100% fine and nothing is wrong.
Wax said he got to talk on this one.
Hey, shout out to Supers. I see Super said, dog.
Artists in the building.
Yeah! Super say, dog. I saw a panel where a broad said she broke up with a guy who was a narcissist, then started dating a woman who treated her better and had to leave her because she was also a narcissist. It's hood rats who like labeling everyone a narcissist. Danny Lux, shout out to Danny Lux. What up, Artie? Hank say females definitely do this. They love stringing guys along, some of them, but it's definitely the vagina that controls a lot of these tender dick ass dudes. I think so too, though, bro.
Shout out to Hank McCoy, man. And he started that content. He started that. That's the sector I'm with, y'all. Hank McCoy started that. He started the content sector.
Shout out to Hank.
Shout out to Hank, man.
This is very interesting. She says something that a lot of people can't identify with, the word passive aggressive.
Yo, Yak, let me make sure that's you before I pull you up. You can stay behind there, baby. Let me make sure that's you. That's you.
Uh-oh. OG Yak.
I'm coming up to help Wax ass out. You know what I'm saying? He got bullshit. He bullshit around here. What's up?
What it do, OG?
What's good?
Man, he said he bullshit. Help me out. Help.
Man, we all know, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of females with a lot of narcissistic traits. And they put us through the gun line because of prior relationships. And they hold us accountable for them choosing some sucker duck ass niggas before us, and we have to, they expect us to have to, live on the motherfucking ropes like that. And that's unfair. And they don't be trying to waver on it,
I think you said a mouthful, Yak, when you said from prior relationships. A lot of individuals, they carry their baggage and their luggage from their previous relationship into their current relationship, and a lot of people ain't had.
Everybody, excuse me, my wisdom. Everybody hit their mics whenever you're not talking, hit your mic. Go ahead, Wack.
Yeah, I said, there's a lot of individuals, whether it's male or female, that have, from their previous relationships, that they carry that luggage into their current relationship, and they ain't had the proper time to heal, and those traits right there is so common. You gotta remember. If a person came from a bad relationship, they just came out of a bad relationship, like how much time do they need before they get into another relationship? Because a lot of the toxic shit and the behavior, whether it was mental, physical, verbal abuse, that shit is coming along with it because they ain't have time to heal. And a lot of those, that's when you get a lot of, people coming out of bad relationships and jumping into new relationships. It's passive aggressiveness that people was overlooking. You feel what I'm saying? Because they haven't healed from that relationship. So of course it's not going to be done in a form of being very blunt. It's going to be, I sort of deem it like manipulation in a sense, though. Dice, like you could take the word narcissist, and there's several words or several other words that you can define and intertwine with this, and I think not so much all the way, but a manipulator can be branched off of a narcissist, a bully, and this is just me being entitled to my opinion. A narcissist can come in all different type of forms. It's just different crafts, man, and some master manipulators, they done mastered that shit of being narcissist. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and they make you feel like it's you. And they make it feel like it's you. They make it feel like, you're not worthy. You're not fulfilling certain needs. And the whole time, you can never satisfy them individuals. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you really waste your time doing a whole bunch of nothing. And you should be doing something else. So,
you know what I did, y'all? This is what I did. I did some research on some shit before. And unfortunately, this is some real deep. I'm about to shit. I did this because of my cousin down here. Because unfortunately, my cousin, when she was conceived, when she was in her mother's stomach, God bless her soul, and my cousin KT, God bless her soul, the whole pregnancy, they was getting high. I'm talking about heavy drugs, cocaine, heroin, pills. I'm talking about the 80s. You understand what I'm saying to you? So my cousin, when she was born, her and my two other male cousins, they were born what they said clinically addicted to drugs. So when they was little, they used to cry, like they used to just cry for no reason. And I didn't understand because my aunts and them, they had to give them these injections. The injections had something to do with morphine and drugs because they had to wean them off the drugs. But it's been clinically proven that a lot of people that grow up thinking that everybody else's job is to take care of them or to make them feel as though they're the best or to keep them uplifted or to keep them feeling like they should be on the top row. This is because of dependencies that they're yearning for that they don't understand that they're addicted to. That's why so many of us reach out to drugs, whether it's pills, bud, alcohol, sex. See, that's a drug to some people, y'all. I learned that shit when I went to school. Sex is a drug, bro. But yo, I ain't gonna front though. This is a great conversation, man. Shout out to Yak and Got Wax up in it. Anybody want to pull up the link that's dropped? Let's see what she got to say, yeah.
Yeah, we gotta realize, like, a lot of times, and this go for males and females, we put unrealistic expectations on our so-called partners or spouses because we thinking it's them. When in all actuality, we need to be looking in the mirror. A lot of shit be self wounds that motherfuckers don't be willing to admit. And they put it up on everybody else like, they partner doing so much scavenger shit when it's actually them.
I agree with that. Because our mothers, everybody up here can say that. I know that. I done spoke to Mama Porter, so I know this. And I know everybody mother up here has babied us and hit us and shielded us away from punishment when they knew we were wrong. Am I making sense? Like, for real?
1000%. And I'm gonna use me for an example. This is, and a lot of men, our mothers be fucking us up at times. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, my mom had 3 boys, and she like, man, she had us under the wing forever. Man, we couldn't do no wrong, and could no female do nothing right in her eyes according to her boys. You know what I mean? When it came to her boys. Now, my first marriage, I wound up moving my mom up. I mean, let me get my dukes up out of the shower right, get up here. Man, that shit was havoc, Dice. Now, this how it intertwined. I come home, Mom dukes, you know what I mean? Because I've been gone since I was the shortest, so Mom ain't really had me under the same roof in like decades. So by the time I get home, Mom dukes got a bath water ran, food going, clothes laid out. White people feeling some type of way. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
You know what I mean? White people feeling some type of way. I had to, man, I'm caught between a rock and a hard, and I'm like, damn, how the fuck I'm supposed to handle this shit, right? So I had to really like pull Mom dukes up and I ain't gonna say check her, but back off and let, man, wifey gotta be wifey. Man, shit, my mom ain't speaking to me probably about 8 months behind that shit, man. Right.
She got to say though. I think she got some points. Let's go.
She just keeps pushing to find out why you're mad until you actually are mad. Or she baits you into fake fights by pushing other emotional buttons. And once you react, it's all about that. Or maybe instead of accusing you of being mad, she may act upset, but then refuse to tell you what's wrong, refuse to communicate about it, making you beg to find out and beg for forgiveness without even knowing what she's upset about. And after it's all over, you look back and still you don't even know where it came from or what it was about. And that's because it's all fabricated. This is an attempt to discharge her negative emotions onto you, keep the upper hand, and keep you thinking that you are the problem. Number 3, she is incredibly defensive, and if you try to talk about something that's important to you or something that's bothering you, she will dismiss, minimize, or shut you down in other ways. She will not be open to hearing you out or to any sort of compromise. And if she's done anything to contribute to the problem, even if the entire problem is something she's done, don't expect her to take any responsibility whatsoever or to apologize to you. And if by some chance you do get an apology, it is a ploy to get you to see that you are ultimately to blame. Number 4, the female covert narcissist is extremely careless, impatient, and reckless with your emotions, especially if what is hurting you is related to her. So if you cry or show your sadness, it will not faze her one bit. Zero.
This motherfucker here cold, y'all.
Zero empathy. She will see it as a weakness and use it against you later. So if you confide any fears or past traumas with her at the beginning of the relationship, you can almost be sure that this will be used during arguments as reasons why you are the way you are and why you are at fault for whatever is happening. Number 5, you cannot win with a female covert narcissist. No matter what you say or which way you turn, it will be wrong. You can count on that. For example, let's say you're having an argument and you decide to go for a walk to cool off. She'll be angrier because you're running away without trying to resolve things. If you stay, she'll get even angrier, saying you're being too aggressive or pushy. Number 6, the female covert narcissist will compare you and your relationship to others. And again, no matter how much you do for her, how much you spend on her, whether it be time, money, energy, it's not going to be enough. You will try harder and harder, but you will still feel unworthy and unappreciated. Meanwhile, she is making very minimal effort or contribution in the relationship, although she will act and seemingly believe that she is doing everything. These comparisons make you feel like you've done something wrong, like you don't deserve the closeness, the connection, and the love, that it's all your fault. And this can pull on your competitive nature, making you want to show her, prove yourself that you are as good or better than the next guy. In the long run, you work harder and harder, not realizing that for every step forward, you're taking several steps back. Number 7, along the same lines, many female covert narcissists will start grading your performance. For example, she might say, you were only a 6 out of 10 last night, or that vacation was only 40% of what I was expecting. And she will show this chronic dissatisfaction with the amount of affection or compliments you give, how much money you spent, with whatever effort you put in. And she will be grading and measuring your performance to other people, to yourself, just letting you know that you're not satisfying her, leaving you feeling like you're on thin ice, always nitpicking at you, criticizing and putting you and your efforts down. Again, no matter how hard you try. So she treats you as though your performance is the bare minimum and you need to step it up ASAP if you want to keep her. And if she is happy for a little while,
feel confident your taxes are done right with TurboTax Live Experts.
Well, you can count on this being.
Is she telling men not to show their emotions in a relationship?
No, she's telling men to pay attention. If you show your emotions to a woman in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way for you to identify that it's more than likely a narcissist you're dealing with, when a problem erupts between you and her, she's going to bring up what you deeply confide in her as her partner and try to use it against you.
Gotcha.
You dig what I'm saying? That's fucked up, son. That's fucked up, son.
Yeah, that's a woman. That's a woman talking against a woman. So
this something here different. This something different. Smash.
Followed up by more disappointment. And, if you grew up with a parent that you can never please, you may find yourself falling right in line with this familiar pattern of begging for crumbs of approval and becoming a pathetic tryhard in a game that, like I said before, is completely rigged against you. So in case you're still uncertain, let me just say it clearly. You cannot win at this game. It is a no-win situation 100% of the time. Now, maybe you'll need to keep trying a little harder, a little longer to really believe this. But let me just say, be careful, because you may find yourself stuck in her long game as your entire life passes you by. Number 8, the covert narcissist will have a lot of boundaries that go one way. Any boundaries or rules that you have will be disregarded. And if you need or want anything, it's unimportant or stupid. The double standards when it comes to any type of boundaries is absolutely ridiculous. Number 9, she needs to know and control everything you do. When you go do groceries, you go to the gym, you talk to someone, she accuses you of this, that, and the other. This is not always due to jealousy, but often it's just to do with controlling you. She questions not only what you do, but how you do it, as though you can't do anything right. You are treated as completely incompetent, and you will likely find yourself starting to doubt yourself on everything, second guess yourself, check with her on almost everything that you do, as though you didn't even have a mind of your own, afraid to make a simple decision in fear of having to deal with guilt trips, silent treatments, and other negative reactions. What you may not have figured out yet is that no matter what you do, the outcome will be the same. It's actually very, very predictable. Number 10, over time, gradually, you will be stripped of any self-worth and self-respect you ever had. You will be constantly adjusting yourself, trying to figure out what you're doing wrong, how to please her, and eventually you'll look in the mirror only to see a shell of the person that you used to be. You may even start to see the monster that she's painting you out to be, feeling like you are completely unraveling mentally and emotionally. But once you can see these toxic tactics and predictable patterns of abuse more clearly, you will also see that you have become the narcissist's puppy dog, her human pet, completely dominated and broken down psychologically. So don't take my word for it. Just look back to when this relationship started and ask yourself, is she getting better or worse? Has your relationship improved or deteriorated? Are you evolving or devolving emotionally, mentally, spiritually? If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and check out my video on how the female covert narcissist traps you, which I have linked right
Another
above.
day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? That's why it's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, talk to me, Yak. How you feel about it so far? We got one more segment to it, but how you feel about what she's saying? You feeling the accuracy?
Yeah, she man, she hit key points. But probably majority of us have at one point in time, every key point she hit has been through that. I know I have.
Shit, multiple examples.
Yeah.
Not all, thank God. Not all, thank God. But multiple examples that she displayed pertaining to dealing with the female narcissist. And I didn't even know about this. And this is before I was even out my mom's crib. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, and it's men, we do the same thing though.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? It's some of us. It's some of us, man. Put expectations on women like they are mama, expecting them to have our traits our mama had, kissing our ass. You know?
That's a great point right there too. That's a great point right there because my cousin used to always say, she used to always tell her baby father, "I ain't your mother. If you want your mother, you might as well go back to the house with her." That's a fact. They say that down here in the South. She said, "I ain't your mother." She said, "That's his problem. He think I'm his mother."
Yeah, I had to really man.
Facts, super.
I had to put roadblocks up to keep my mama from defending me in relationships with men. You know what I mean? It was like, man, I couldn't do no wrong at time. That shit was unfair. So, but it's like, man, I had to inadvertently, without her really noticing it, maneuver her into different directions away from defending me. You know what I mean? Because it was too one-sided. You know.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why certain times I just learned to stop letting my moms know stuff, but then she got nosy. Like certain times a female would call the house back in the days, the phone is up there in her room. She picked the phone up. Then my mother was vocal. She started asking questions like, I'm like, yo, who you on the phone with? Oh, I'm on the phone with X. How long you been on the phone with her? We've been on the phone for a few minutes. What you mean y'all been on the phone for a few minutes? Because I don't think she really called to speak to you. She said, no, but I wanted to ask her a couple of things. That's just who my mother was. God bless her soul. My mother was very protective when it came to me. You dig what I'm saying? Very, very protective when it came to me. For real.
Yeah, we be us men. We be having a man. If we in a relationship and really love the female that we with, we had to make a lot of changes, especially when it comes to mom dukes. We had to plant seeds and trails for mom to open up and really get him a fair shot, man. Because a lot of times, man, it ain't too many females mom gonna accept unless it's somebody they really knew already. You know what I'm saying? Most times.
AP, not Wax AP, the BK AP, the bro from Brooklyn. He said a lot of men lack masculinity. I seen, shout out to Sheep Stay Sleep, because he did a show on that pertaining to that too. But he asked a hell of a question. What's the definition today of masculinity?
So he said men lacking masculinity, or they like masculinity?
They lacking. That's true.
Yeah. Oh, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
But the agenda these days is to take the masculine man, especially in our community, out of the community.
Yeah, demasculate him. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's been going on for a while, and a lot of our young men went head first with it, and a lot of us men is the problem. You know, I've said it before, Dice, too many times.
Because we ain't there to raise them kids.
Single mothers raising these little boys, having them little boys right in the middle of them damn woman conversations. Bah, 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 bah. That's why these little niggas had them little sensitive ass traits, testicle beta males.
That's right. She ain't gonna lose for that debating and back and forth. That's a fact. That's a cold-blooded fact.
And instead of screaming and throwing dishes, Dice, these little fucks throwing bullets, bro. But they have zero fucking resolve, just like their moms.
Yeah. They're not thinking rational. But this is the part right here that I think I said I'd wrap it up. I done gave them 3 layers of cake, 2 layers of cake. This is the icing. Because right here, first I gave you the 7 signs. I think I started it off right. The 7 signs where you'll be lucky. See, the reason why I decided to do that first is the 7 signs was quote unquote to show you that you were not in a narcissistic relationship. You dig what I'm saying? And that was for man or woman. So if you ain't past, if you didn't go through any of the things in the first 7 signs of the first segment of the show, you can stay for the, you know, to catch the game on it to the people that watch in the future. Not to the people that's here now, but you're actually blessed. And the second part was 10 traits, 10 signs of a person that really is a narcissist, 10 characteristics, 10 red flags that you could really, really specifically see to identify that you're dealing with a narcissistic female. But this one right here is, this right here is the icing on the cake. They say that the icing on the cake is what makes the cake so good. This is the 12 favorite phrases by the same young lady. The 12 favorite phrases that a female loves to say when she's a covert narcissist. I'm going to get into it after this. Let's go.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when it come to mine. I'm cautious, I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy, when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes, like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, this bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Bout to put your car on skates. You think you slide through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tougher, and he still told.
Hey, guys. Big guys.
I'm here.
Man, I'm gonna use me for an example. I don't know if these was narcissistic traits or obsession type traits, right? When I was coming up, man, I acclimated everything. If I went to a bar, if I went to a club, if I went to a party, if I went to a gathering, I put everything attached to that with getting some ass. You know what I'm saying? What I'm going for if I ain't trying to bust something. So, and I'm married. You know what I'm saying? And man, I married a female that wasn't my first match. She was a female that she didn't want to fuck every day. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to build it. And I'm trying to chase Will Chamberlain numbers. So it's like, man, I'm using that as an excuse for me to go out and do, man, everything I did outside the crib, man, I attached it to getting some ass. Was that narcissistic or was that just an addictive trait? I don't know. But I had to check myself, you know?
No, that's right. You got to, that's what, but see, that's why that means that you're not a narcissist, because you take accountability. I mean, yeah, because Wi-Fi, well, I'm going to drop the link for him again. That's one thing about it is, well, we know one thing, he's taking accountability. At least he's taking accountability for what he said and what he was doing. At least he knows the problem and the reason why he was doing. And it's like he said, he was out there trying to knock it down. It wasn't like he said he was trying to just go crazy, but to the fact where he said the young lady that he was married to, that she said she wasn't into the, you know, continuous rocking and rolling, getting in the car like something is stolen. Yak said, what? He said, I got a trick for that. I'm trying to chase Will Chamberlain numbers. Nobody don't know about Will Chamberlain. He's supposed to sleep with more than 100 women. Can you dig it? AP said, damn, Yak got a sex addiction. You need to save your energy, brother. Yo, AP can't help that shit, y'all. He trolled too. He can't help it. He said, fuck it. He had to throw one in there. See, he intelligent. He just be trolling every now and then. That's just him, yo. That's why I be laughing at AP. That's why I just be laughing. I be like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You know I try to put it together like Run DMC, Tougher Than Leather. You understand what I'm saying, T Super? That ain't nothing but a personal inspiration that motivates what? People everywhere. Can you dig what I'm saying? That's Yak. That's you, Yak. That's Yak. That's Yak. That's Yak. That's Yak. That's Yak.
Yeah, that's it, man. My signal dropped, but man, bro, say I had it, man. I had a problem, man. I had a serious motherfucking problem. But I ain't think nothing was wrong with it. You know what I'm saying?
They said you was a sex addict. My man AP, he said that's AP from BK. He said, damn, Yak, you got a sex addiction, baby.
Man, I did, bro.
Beloved.
Man, my brother, man, tried to nail everything to the cross that wasn't nailed down, bro.
Word up. Don't tell Yak that shit. You know Yak say, yo, don't make me do it. I get up here like a motherfucking Buick. You know what I'm saying?
I'm honest, man. I'm an open book, man. I ain't got nothing to hide, you know?
That's what I be trying to tell people. If you want to know the question, ask the question. Don't write the story for me. That's what Steven Spielberg and them be doing. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, let me get a check for it. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't proud of everything I did and the way I did it, but I ain't ashamed of this shit either. You know?
I wouldn't be who I am today if I wouldn't have went through it. The beat ups, the getting beat up. First of all, I tell people everything I've been through, I love. You understand what I'm saying to you? I used to say, damn, why I went through it. Now I praise Allah for putting me through it. That keeps me away from shit, man. Because at my age and at this age we on now, yeah, to be running around doing the shit we was doing, falling for them traps, that'd be ignorant, man. Word up. That is the dangerous disease. Wow. My man Hank had me thinking about the old school song. It's just a dangerous disease. Wow. How dangerous the 2 minute skirt and blouses and police and y'all the dangerous disease. Wow. That nigga fucked me up with that. Y'all took me back to the 80s just now, man. What to the hop into the girl 10 blouses and the dangerous disease. Oh. Y'all don't know nothing about that shit. That was before your time. My fault. I know I'm a little older. My fault. Y'all, a lot of y'all be like, what the fuck is Dice talking about? Dangerous diseases. Ow. Man, say what happened to the skirt and blouses? Oh, the dangerous diseases. Oh. Yo, the nigga artist said, you ain't had no ass for 40 years. Yeah. And the dangerous diseases. Oh. Yo, let me stop fucking around. Yo, let's get into the 12 Fellas, let's get into the ladies too that's here. Let's get into the 12 favorite phrases that a female narcissist likes to say, fellas. Get this game I'm giving y'all, man. Content is king, man. Get this game, man. I ain't here for the beef. I'm here to give you something to be educated on. So roll up some reefer and get the chief in. Can you dig it? Let's go.
Lately, we all seem so busy labeling our exes as narcissists. And maybe that's because it's easier to blame and mischaracterize someone when we're hurt and feeling betrayed. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're actually a narcissist. Doesn't mean they're not. I'm Lisa Blunt, therapist, author, and life coach, and in today's video, I will be listing 10 favorite phrases of the female covert narcissist, and I'll provide my translation of what they are actually saying. Male covert narcissists may say these things too, but my channel is mainly aimed at helping men who are in toxic relationships.
Now, did you hear what she just said? Pay attention to what she said. She's going to break down the 12 favorite sayings that a female narcissist want to say to us, y'all. She said, I done seen a few males try to break the shit down, like with our analogy of it. She said, but straight up and down, if you didn't really hear what she was saying, fellas, not trying to sound funny, she's telling us there's no way that you can think like a woman. My man Red is in the building. I see you, beloved. I appreciate you for pulling up. The lady's telling us, fellas, even though you may want to hear this information or what a man may have read up to tell you what he has read on, there's no better person to tell you about what a woman is doing as opposed to a woman. She's giving you free game right here, y'all. Everybody in here, I appreciate y'all for pulling up in the building. You dig what I'm saying? Let's get into this work. These are the 12 phrases. These are the 12 favorite things that a female narcissist is going to say to us, fellas. Let's go.
Lately, we all seem so busy labeling our exes as narcissists. And maybe that's because it's easier to blame and mischaracterize someone when we're hurt and feeling betrayed. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're actually a narcissist. Doesn't mean they're not. I'm Lisa Blunt, therapist, author, and life coach, and in today's video, I will be listing 10 favorite phrases of a female covert narcissist, and I'll provide my translation of what they are actually saying. Male covert narcissists may say these things too, but my channel is mainly aimed at helping men who are in toxic relationships. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe. Betrayed. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they're actually a narcissist. Doesn't mean they're not. I'm Lisa Blunt, therapist, author, and life coach, and in today's video, I will be listing 10 favorite phrases of the female covert narcissist, and I'll provide my translation of what they are actually saying. Male covert narcissists may say these things too, but my channel is mainly aimed at helping men who are in toxic relationships. If you like this,
Yo, Red, I don't know if you've seen it, but if you watch the replay, what I did is I gave 3 segments on what she disdains as to be a female narcissistic. The first part was the great part of the show. It was 7 signs that fellas are not dealing with a narcissistic female. And shout out to the lesbian women, to the LGBTQ+. This is game for y'all too. A woman that you may be dealing with. These are 7 signs to show you in the beginning of the show that you're not dealing with a narcissist. Damn, my nigga AP said, damn. He said, my baby moms must be all these things. I do not entertain at all. This is a funny dude, y'all. Number 2, the same woman right here dropped 10 signs to let you know that you were dealing with a narcissist in certain ways that a woman may try to manipulate you for her advantage because of certain things she may or may not have been through, or she is just using to get her point across or to get ahead, as they say. Right now, this is the 12 favorite phrases, the 12 most common things. Like on a Family Feud, they asked 1,000 people, 1,000 women, 12 questions. And by the what, this is what they said, that this is the 12 most common questions and you're going to hear from a female narcissist, fellas. Let's go.
this video, please like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. So keep in mind that if your partner says one or two of these phrases on occasion, it doesn't make them a narcissist. We all have some narcissistic tendencies. So what's important to pay attention to is patterns of behavior and communication over time. In other words, other than in the beginning of the relationship, have they been progressively getting worse, talking to you and treating you with more and more disrespect and disdain? Are they regularly cutting you down, not just with their words, but with dismissive tones and body language? Do they act like they're superior and entitled, consistently lacking empathy for your needs? Do they seem incapable of handling any type of criticism, becoming defensive or attacking, no matter how gently or diplomatically you try to bring things up? Is she continuously controlling or coercing you to see things and do things her way through the use of guilt, fear, and the crushing of your self-worth? My point here is look at the big picture, not just at the phrases that I'm about to list. Take the actual symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder into account. And if you want to learn more about NPD, click on the link above. So most people can spot an overt narcissist from a mile away because they're bold, boastful, and arrogant. But the covert narcissist is so much harder to spot because they often are shy. They act sweet, vulnerable, sometimes becoming very introverted, or alternatively being very social, getting their supply from obsessively helping others and portraying themselves as a community hero. So when it comes to the covert narcissist, you may have no idea what you're getting into or dealing with until you're totally in love and committed to them. And once you're hooked, their contempt rears its ugly head slowly, subtly, and progressively. Now, I'm not talking about a bad fight or having a bad day, a high stress moment. I'm talking about a continuous pattern of subtle critiques.
I'm sorry, y'all. You gotta deal with Super. I keep telling y'all, he's not dealing with PTSD. He's dealing with she-TSD. You know, we gotta deal with it. He's family. It's just something we deal with, y'all. Y'all got to pay attention. Super been through some shit. He's been stalked. He's been harassed. He's been threatened on YouTube for years to come. He's going through some stuff, though. But we got to go through it. We love him, though. Pay attention, y'all. He's suffering from she-TSD. Smash that like button. Big Dice stamped it. Super's okay.
Smug remarks, sneering tones, eye rolls, sighs, complaints about how you look, how you do things, how you don't do things.
Just every day, they just got to come at you. They just wake up. They have an agenda. And so they're like these psycho robots that never run out of batteries, and every day they just keep coming at you, right?
Eventually, it's almost constant complaints and criticism. And as she gets progressive,
and the MVP of Markdown Madness is Matt Nickel from Parkway.
pointed in you, she's just oozing disdain towards you as you fail to match up with her delusional reality. Fight or having a bad day, a high stress moment. I'm talking about a continuous pattern of subtle critiques, smug remarks, sneering tones, eye rolls, sighs, complaints about how you look, how you do things, how you don't do things.
Just every day they just got to come at you. They just wake up. They have an agenda, and so they're like these psycho robots that never run out of batteries, and every day they just keep coming at you, right?
Eventually, it's almost constant complaints and criticism. And as she gets progressively disappointed in you, she's just oozing disdain towards you as you fail to match up with her delusional reality. So it goes without saying that a relationship with an overt or covert narcissist is toxic. But here are 10 of the favorite and frequently used phrases of the female covert narcissist. Number 1, you're just trying to start an argument. I don't want to fight right now. And the translation here is, I got you. I pushed your buttons. Now you're upset and you want to resolve this, but I'm going to deny you that resolution. This puts the narcissist in a dominant position because she can leave you spinning in this negative psychological, unresolved emotional state as long as she wants. So this sentence is often followed up by a long drawn out silent treatment or stonewalling. And the more you want that resolution, the more anxious and insecure you get, and the more likely you are to take responsibility for whatever went wrong just to get that resolution. You might even start questioning whether they're right and whether you are the problem. For those with narcissistic personality disorder, the silent treatment is used as a tactic to mess with your mind and get you.
Now pay attention to what she's saying. Narcissist personality disorder, y'all. This is some mental illness. It all forms back to mental illness. It's not funny. It's not funny. This show is not to say what a person should be laughed at about. This show is to help people identify certain things that can help them get to their peace and maybe can help them wonder why they always fighting somebody, whether it's physical or it's verbal. Why is there always some type of distance? Why does it seem like it's always some type of unstable ground, especially when it seems like everything is going just fine? I know somebody that's watching this show, somebody that watched this show, somebody that's going to watch this show is going to be like, damn, this might be a relationship that I'm in. This might be a reason why I'm defensive to this day, because of a relationship that I was before that nobody never brought forth certain red flags that I was going through. You know, this is to help people. This right here, this is what I'm doing. This is God's work for real. Alhamdulillah. This is really God's work. I hear the God's work sayings and all that. Shout out to everybody that's advocating God's work. But one thing I will say, when you playing with God, that shit is dangerous, y'all. City Bam, I see you in the building. When you play with God, the outcome is so horrific. Don't do that, y'all. I'm telling y'all, if it's not really God's work, be like, I'm just playing God. That type of work. Don't be like God's work. Alhamdulillah, like when you really talking about Allah, the Most High, it has to be everything of purest of righteousness. Like they told you, when your tongue gets burned, not physically burned, when your tongue gets sizzled to the fact where you don't want to say nothing but righteousness. See, to spew hatred or to spew amusement or to spew disrespect or to spew things that may insult somebody or hurt somebody, that's unrighteous activity, y'all. That has nothing to do with God. Because when you do things like that on YouTube, you're doing that for the ratings and the views and the clicks and the views. It's only what? $12 for every 1,000 views, y'all. If you got 10,000 views, you made $120. Is that worth, or any other price worth your soul? $50,000 views, you got $500 guaranteed that will be taxed from you from YouTube. 50,000 views, you got $500. Only Child, I see you in the building. Salute. Is that worth disrespecting somebody? Is that worth putting up somebody's address? Is that worth talking about somebody's children? Is that worth talking about somebody's woman? Is that worth talking about something that somebody did not want to talk about themselves? $500? So you mean to tell me you got to have, what, 100,000 views to have $1,000? So a lot of you niggas ain't got nowhere near 10 or 20,000 except the buildings like China Brim and the Zip with the Drips. The Hassan Campbells, the 1090 Jakes. So whatever methods of madness they use to do their thing for digital Hollywood and theatrics, it could be overstood. See, signs of narcissism. I'm not just going to talk about the women. I'm going to talk about some of you men also, because some of these podcast content creators, unfortunately, y'all are suffering from the disease of the mental disorder of narcissists. Let's get into this work.
You to submit. Here's how it typically works. As soon as you bring up anything, they attack you and quickly get you on the defensive. Now it's not about what you brought up anymore. Now it's about this other thing.
So I noticed that anytime she was losing a fight, out of nowhere, she'd just be like, well, that's why you're just going to grow old and be alone. Then I'd lose my... Next thing you know, I'm in the kitchen washing dishes for the 9th time in a row. This is what the argument was about. I was so right. What happened?
Remember, in the beginning of the relationship, she studied you, mentally and emotionally mapped you out, found out your likes, dislikes, fears, traumas, triggers, and so on, while giving you only superficial fluff about herself. And even if she told you things that seemed so vulnerable, things that she supposedly never told anyone before, this stuff, if it's true, are stories she's repeated multiple times and that no longer even affect her. She most likely did not give you anything that you could hurt her with or use against her. So it's a 90-10 split when it comes to her understanding your operating system and what makes you tick versus you understanding hers. So she knows how to push your button. She knows how to upset you. And once you're upset, she steps away. She stays above it all, leaving you reeling. And she gets to decide when to give you the antidote, which is her forgiveness after you beg for it. Number 2, I was just kidding. Or why do you always take things so personally? Or I was just trying to help you. Narcissists tend to say these types of things after giving you a backhanded compliment or blatantly insulting or disrespecting you. And what they're really saying is, how dare you accuse me of doing something wrong? The narcissist will very rarely take responsibility for doing something wrong or hurting you. So as they demean you and plant seeds in your mind to lower your self-esteem, they also create an out for themselves by leaving an element of doubt. Well, maybe it was just a joke. Maybe I am taking things too personally. And now you're focused not on how disrespectful and demeaning they were, but rather ruminating on whether maybe what they're saying is true. Number 3, no one appreciates me. No one appreciates everything I do for them. Translation, you need to give me the appreciation and admiration I deserve, you ungrateful nobody. I am entitled to better than this. You need to step up your efforts to supply me. Another reason is because they are getting supply simply by playing the victim, getting sympathy from whoever doesn't know what's really going on. Number 4, you're crazy, or you're always imagining things. Calling you crazy or some variation thereof directly to your face or to others is a very common tactic used by narcissistic partners.
Ain't that some
In
shit?
reality, she doesn't believe that you're truly crazy, at least not yet, but she's planting that seed of doubt in your mind and in the minds of those around you so that you will start to question your sanity. And if you go to someone for support, their perception of you is already tainted in a negative way. The female covert narcissist also loves to gaslight you, make you believe that you are, in fact, losing your mind and shouldn't trust your own perceptions, memories, senses, and so on. And they do this to control and dominate you by making you more reliant on them to interpret reality for you. So they get to control the narrative of what happened and what didn't happen. And for more on gaslighting, just click on the link above. The gist is that they make you and everyone around you think that you're going crazy so that they can avoid detection and avoid taking responsibility, making you look like you're the problem and the cause of all the issues in the relationship. Number 5, I don't have time for this. Translation, whatever's important to you doesn't matter to me, and you can forget about me spending my precious time and energy on something that matters to you. Number 6, I didn't say that. You're always putting words in my mouth, or that's not what I meant. Now, it is possible on occasion that a partner truly doesn't remember saying something, but if this is happening regularly, it is more likely a tactic to avoid taking responsibility for something that they've said. Remember, the narcissist is never wrong, and they don't feel bad for the things that they say and the way that they treat people. They truly believe it's not their fault and you deserved it. And even when caught red-handed, they will still deny having said it and say that you are remembering wrong or that's not what they meant. Number 7, you are so insecure, jealous, needy, and clingy. So when the narcissist says this,
This is a hot flash. This is a hot flash.
or it's simply a shifting of the blame away from themselves and onto you. They've done something wrong and are trying to get you to feel bad about how you reacted to the situation. Here's an example. Let's say your narcissistic partner clearly flirts with someone right in front of you. And when you question them about that behavior, she calls you insecure, jealous, and accuses you of not being able to tell the difference between friendly and flirting, and then starts talking about something you did 10 years ago. Instead of admitting that she was flirting, she makes it about you. She did nothing wrong, and clearly something is wrong with you if you don't shut up and let her be friendly as she pleases. Number 8, you never put me as a priority. You care more about everyone else. What the narcissist is saying here is, I'm not getting the attention, praise, validation, and admiration that I deserve. If you
Oh my God. Have y'all ever felt that? Has anybody ever said that to y'all fellas? Anybody ever said that to you? You got time for everything else except me. To any of the podcast content creator, anybody ever said to you, all you care about is YouTube? You see what that shit really mean, y'all? You see what that shit really mean? She just told you what it mean. Pay attention.
flirts with someone right in front of you. And when you question them about that behavior, she calls you insecure, jealous, and accuses you of not being able to tell the difference between friendly and flirting, and then starts talking about something you did 10 years ago. Instead of admitting that she was flirting, she makes it about you. She did nothing wrong, and clearly something is wrong with you if you don't shut up and let her be friendly as she pleases. Number 8, you never put me as a priority. You care more about everyone else. What the narcissist is saying here is, I'm not getting the attention, praise, validation, and admiration that I deserve. If you're getting this, even though you've been bending over backwards, waiting on her hand and foot, trying to please her and make her happy, you may very well be dealing with a covert narcissist. Number 9, you'll never find anyone as good as me. The narcissist may be saying this for 2 reasons. The first is because they actually believe themselves as superior to you. And the second is that they want to lower your self-worth to a point where you are afraid to leave because you believe that you really are no good for anyone. You have no other options and you truly don't deserve better.
That's that. They will manipulate the fact, make you feel as though you don't deserve nothing than what you're going through right now. Whew.
Number 10, why can't you be more like so-and-so? They're comparing you to someone who is better than you to make sure you know you're not good enough, you're not cutting it, you're not meeting their high standards and expectations, and letting you know that there is someone who could. So the message is, you need to change pronto. Work harder, do more, and be the man she thought you were. This tends to activate your competitive nature. It puts a target on who and how you need to be in order to win at this game, to get that ideal version of her back, the one you met in the beginning of the relationship. And it makes you wonder if you could get that fantasy future you'd envisioned if you just work a little harder. Meanwhile, what they're actually doing is bringing you down yet another notch in your own mind, chipping away at your self-esteem, convincing you that you need to prove yourself and your worth, do as she says, and obviously this gives her the ultimate upper hand as you continue to give yourself up in order to try and please her.
Every day, it's like waves hitting the beach, you know? Every day, just eroding a little more your life away, you know? Just waking up inch by inch, and every day just... Why are you hanging out with him? He drinks too much. Where'd you buy that? That's ugly. Throw it out.
Okay, so when you hear one of these sentences in isolation, you might think it's not that bad. But when it's repeated and said in combination with the smug, demeaning, contemptuous tone or body language, it can have a powerful and devastating effect on your mental health and your well-being, making you feel like a no-good piece of garbage. And that from your partner who you think loves you can really play a number on you. And if you try to talk to them about any of this and they get defensive, aggressive, or try to shut you down in other ways, then it's toxic, no matter what label you attach to it. So if you need help getting out of a toxic relationship, please check out my toxic relationship recovery program by clicking on the link in the description section. And thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, please comment, like, subscribe to my channel. And to learn more about the toxic tactics of the female covert narcissist, click on the link above.
Shout out to the sister for giving us some straight up red flags, y'all. If y'all just coming to the end, y'all missing y'all at the end of the show. I feel as though it was a great show, very informative when it comes to me. The first part of the show was, we're talking about narcissism. We was talking about from the female point of view, from a female analogy of it, not a male point of view. The young lady said that the reason why she decided to do the survey on the female analogy because she's a woman and she feels as though that men are not highly more reasonable to try to manipulate women for their own personal goals. Some men are now. Some dudes want the chick just because he can stay there. You have sex. Have somebody to take care of him. But then again, most of us men, I don't know about anything else, but we're trying to be the ones that provide us and make sure everything be secure. The first part of the show, if you get past the first part of the show, because the first part of the show was 7 signs. You notice that? The God number. 7 signs of a person that you may be dealing with, male or female, that's narcissistic. So if you watch the first part of the show and you don't see any of the characteristics in the loved one that you deal with, your spouse, still watch the show and get some of this game. Because you might be able to pass some of this game off to one of your friends, one of your children, one of your family members, one of your co-workers, anybody that might need the assistance from this game that you got from this video. Number 2, the second part of it was the 10 characteristics, the 10 red signs that you should be able to identify. Well, more than likely, 9 out of 10 times, 10 out of 10 bullseye, you're dealing with a what? A narcissistic individual. But on that one, she was talking about females from a female point of view. You could do some history by going on YouTube and pulling in the male version of it. Leave some comments if you want me to do the male version of it. I'd be more than willing to do that too for the ladies. But like she said, it's rare that men are going to try to manipulate the majority of women for their own game. But, you know, nowadays the roles are reversing. Who knows? Number 3, last but not least, the knowledge, wisdom, and the understanding on the back was the 12 most heard signs from a narcissistic female, fellas. So I gave you some free game, and you got that game from quote unquote that young lady right there. All you got to do is hit that like button. If you want to hit that Cash App, you know where it is. If you want to hit that Super Chat, you know where that is too. Just for y'all pulling up and giving me some love, that was the most that y'all could do. You dig it? You already know the saying. Another day alive, another day free. Y'all go ahead and get out of here and go ahead and smoke some good weed. Salute.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Before y'all break out, do me a favor for everybody that's in here. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Do this for me, y'all. Everybody, make sure you put your prayers and your great energy and send it out to my brother, FTC Vice. Like I said, unfortunately, he lost his mother today. Make sure y'all send prayers and strength out to him and his family. He already got my number. I'm going to be checking out for him to make sure everything is going all right. So make sure y'all send y'all prayers out to my bro. I keep y'all posted on what's going on. And if anything, we can put ourselves together and make sure we can get a wreath of flowers and send our brother. You dig what I'm saying? With or without your assistance, it would be appreciated, but I'm doing it regardless. Shout out to everybody that decided to spend some time with me, man. Another day alive, another day free, man. Make sure you go hug somebody that you love. You heard me? Let's go.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? It's knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?